For years, the empire had advanced, city after city, army after army. Nothing had stopped it, not at land, not at sea. Even after defeat, it still stood, because one final army remained. One last chance to finish the war. And if it won here, Greece would fall. But if it lost, everything would end. This was the final battle. And this time, there would be no escape. After the disaster the invasion had been shaken, but not destroyed. The fleet was broken. Control of the sea lost. But Persia was still powerful, because on land, a massive army remained. Before leaving, Xerxes made a critical decision. He withdrew, but he did not surrender. Instead, he left behind one of his most trusted commanders, with one mission: finish the war. Understood the situation clearly. Without naval support, the war had changed. There would be no slow advance, no extended campaign. Only one option remained: a decisive battle. He needed to draw the Greeks into open ground, where mobility, numbers, and flexibility could give Persia the advantage. And he believed they would come, because the Greeks had no choice. They had to fight. This was not just another battle. It was Persia's final gamble. Win, and the invasion succeeds. Lose, and everything collapses. But something had changed. For the first time in the war, Greece stood united. Spartans, Athenians, allies from across the land. Not divided, not uncertain, but standing together. Their strength was not in numbers, it was in discipline, in formation, in the unbreakable wall of shields, the phalanx, heavy armor, tight ranks, relentless pressure. They were not here to survive. They were here to end the war. The two armies met near Plataea, but they did not attack. Not immediately. Days passed. Movements without battle. Positioning without commitment. Each side waiting, each side watching. The Greeks faced growing pressure. Supplies became difficult. Water access was limited. The longer they waited, the worse their situation became. But still, they held their ground, because they knew, the moment the battle began, there would be no turning back. It began, not with a plan, but with confusion. Greek forces started to reposition during the night. Not retreating, but it looked like one. And that was enough. Saw an opportunity. He believed the enemy was breaking. So he advanced, fast, decisive, committed. But the battlefield was not what he expected. As the armies collided, everything changed. The fighting closed in. No distance, no maneuvering, only impact. Shield against shield, spear against armor. And here, the difference became clear. The Greek hoplites stood firm, heavy armor absorbing blows, tight formation holding the line. The Persian forces, faster, lighter, more flexible, but not built for this kind of fight. Every clash pushed them back. Every impact broke their momentum. Then, the moment that decided everything, in the chaos of battle, fell, killed. And with him, the command of the army collapsed. Orders stopped, direction vanished, and suddenly, the fight was no longer a battle. It was a collapse. What followed was not a retreat. It was a breakdown. The Persian lines shattered, soldiers fled, formations dissolved, and the army that once threatened all of Greece was gone. Not pushed back, not delayed, destroyed. With no fleet and now no army, the invasion had ended completely. This was not just a victory. It was the moment everything changed. The moment Greece stopped the most powerful empire of its time and survived. But this victory was only the beginning, because from here, Greece would rise, and new wars would shape the future of the world. If you want to see what comes next, subscribe, because the story is far from over.